just joining us. Okay, so we're talking about the new moon on Sunday, August 8th at the Lionsgate. The chances or the opportunities for the Lionsgate new moon to occur, right? It happens every 31 years. So the fact that the new moon is falling at the Lionsgate is pretty significant and pretty powerful. And not only that, but that's happening as we get a blue moon this month, which will be, later in the month. Like, I gotta look at my planetary planner on August 22nd. So I think I have like 2 more left of these, so they are still on sale. And if you want one, there's still a lot of new and full moons to go through, and then I will have the pre-order for the 2022 planner coming up, and it's August, at the end of August. So that's something to look forward to if you're interested in that. So let's get back to this. So the fact that we're having 2 full moons in Aquarius. Aquarius full moons are powerful because it's a fixed sign, it's ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is really active not only at the full moon it was, but at this new moon as well. And what does Uranus do? It shakes things up. It's the Tower card in Tarot. And the fact that we are in this time period where everything is shaky, there's a lot of not really knowing what's happening in the outer world, which forces us to look at what needs to shift and change in the inner world for us to be able to function in society, to be able to function in relationships, to be able to function in our daily lives. So we have these 2 full moons in Aquarius sandwiched by this new moon at the Lionsgate. It's a very powerful time. And these are fixed, this is a fixed cycle. And Uranus and Taurus is in a fixed sign. And fixed signs really hold on. They really hold on. They can be dragged if they don't let go, and they don't let go. And so for many of us that have a lot of fixed energy, we literally have to go through this process of recognizing where in our life we're gripping on and we need to let go. So wherever this is happening for you in your chart, looking at your fixed houses, if you have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, which is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I skipped over Scorpio, sorry. And looking at if you have a lot of that energy, this is what this process is more challenging for those types of people. Now, everyone has some sort of place in their chart where they're more stubborn. And so looking at where those places fall in your chart are going to be important for you to understand where you're needing to let go, reinitiate yourself into the world, take a little break, take a pause, reflect, and come back to things. So this Lionsgate at the new moon is a very powerful time, and I'm going to talk more about the specific energy of the Lionsgate because there's no way I can do that in a 8-minute live. I am doing a masterclass on Sunday. It's at 8 p.m. on the Lionsgate. Hello, if you're just joining us. And we are going to go into your individual chart and where this Lionsgate new moon is happening in your chart to know where you're being asked to step on up, step on in. And we're going to be talking about the Lionsgate information in general so that you'll have a better understanding and like embodiment of what this Lionsgate portal activation time frame is. I love that it's gaining more popularity as people start to educate themselves and understand this, but we want to have that deeper understanding, the roots, where it comes from, and how to tap into it in its fullest so that you can really soar at this time. To have a powerful new moon involves Uranus squaring, it's saying change is possible. So if you just let go, and you reorient yourself and you really set your sights on something new, or just open to however it's meant to be for you, this is the time to really initiate into that. And new moons are powerful times for intention settings, but ultimately, sometimes our ego gets in the way of our intention setting. So this Lion's Gate is kind of doing a little work with the ego and a rework with Uranus and Taurus, and having us really understanding the true meaning of surrender and divine action. So we have to have surrender first to understand our true calling, our true purpose. And then we need to know how to take divine action. And this is all what we're going to be covering in Sunday's workshop. So if you want more information about that, you can just message me, or you can go to the link in my profile. It's $88, and we go through your individual chart and an activation and information about this Lion's Gate and the meaning of it, where it comes from. So if you're interested in that, definitely reach out. If you're just joining me on the call and you'd like me to pull you a card at the end, just type your first name in the chat and I will do that for you. So really looking at this Lion's Gate is an opportunity to reset your whole system, your nervous system, your ways of doing work, your ways of doing relationships, all the things. This is, this whole idea of the Great Reset. What if we took that to the internal? What if we started there first? What would shift in our exterior world if more people did a great reset of their traumas, of their trauma bonding, of their trauma dramas, of all of the ways in which we are scared and fearful for our survival, for our safety? There are many things being kind of shoved down our throats about why we're not safe, why we won't ever be safe, and what we can do that is usually an action outside of ourselves to feel safe. And what this work, the opportunity is to shift that all on its head and look at the reworking of the interior and how we interact with the world. So that is this workshop that I'll be hosting on Sunday. It is actually your coronation ceremony. And with that, I'm sure even saying that word now, I'm going to get flagged. Your coronation ceremony is about your crowning, your crown. Holding your crown, holding your head up high, and being in your own energetic field. We all are given that birthright to be in our sovereignty and to shine in our gifts. Hello, if you're just joining us. We all have that divine birthright. We are born with our crown. We go through the crowning process. And it's very important to remember this. And there are many things in our world that have us forgetting our own power, our own authority, and our own divinity. And so this Sunday, we're going to take that all back. I'm going to walk you through an amazing rebirthing process where you stay in your divinity and you raise that up until present time. So it's very powerful. Hello, Miranda. Hello, Rachel. If you guys want me to pull you a card at the end, I'm wrapping up. So type your name in the chat if you'd like a card. So that's this Sunday. I'm hosting a fantastical workshop. I'll be just coming back from Hot Springs rest and relaxation, and I'm super excited to offer this to you all. So if you're interested in that, reach out or go to the link in my profile. Overall, this new moon at 16 degrees of Leo, you want to look at where 16 degrees of Leo is in your chart. It's forming a square to Uranus, and that's why we are in the great changes. And it's at this height of summer, this time where we've reached midsummer, and now slowly the light starts to dwindle. And at this new moon, at this Lion's Gate, we're being asked to let all the light in, soak it in, so that it'll carry you through these darker days that are coming. Not to worry though, because we know we are safe, we know we are grounded, and we know we are protected. And as long as we go through our lives in this way, nothing can really faze us. So that's the shift that's happening. Hello, hello, if you're just joining me. So I don't want to get too heady into the astrology, but let me just say that yes, this Lion's Gate and this new moon, super like lit, super lit in terms of like the cosmos lining up for us and saying, this is time, pay attention, this is time. Pay attention, because there are, there's a quote that says, millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. So some people really pay attention to the astrology, and they own a lot of the media. Like Jeff Bezos, what does he own? He owns some media. Anyway, long story short, I'm not going to get too off topic. Okay, so pay attention. It's got your attention, right? This new moon at the Lion's Gate, sandwiched between two full moons in Aquarius, okay? Uranus rules Aquarius. Uranus is squaring this new moon. Changes. If you aren't willing to change within, it's that thing I was talking about. You're gripping on too tight, you're going to get dragged, right? And so it's like, where do we need to let go? Where do we need to rework our hands, get our hands busy with something else? Maybe get off of our phones a little bit more so that we can receive this activation. It is a powerful one, which is why I'm hosting that workshop on 8/8 at 8 p.m. PM me if you want more information about that. Other interesting things. The north and the south node of the moon, which will be changing signs here in 2022. I really want to, if you check my stories today, if I get time, it won't be right away, but later I will be reposting stories of my IG videos where the north node in Gemini. So the north and the south node are right now at 8 degrees and at the Lion's Gate. At 8/8, the north and the south node are at 8 degrees. Now, the other interesting thing about this, hello, if you're just joining us, hello. Juno, the goddess of commitment, no matter what, I'm committing, is at the south node, which is causing many to really grip on to the past. South node is our past. The north node, we have Ceres, the goddess of abundance and loss, and Black Moon Lilith, exposing and making things really uncomfortable. The goddess of abundance and loss, many humans don't want to admit a lot of things. And so therefore they grip to the past, right? We see this all the time. And so we don't want to be stuck in that trap of looking back and trying to grasp onto the past. It's gone, right? And so when we are looking ahead to the future, the north node in Gemini. So if you have a lot of Gemini planets, the north node right now is at 8 degrees at the Lion's Gate, 8/8. And we want to be okay with the uncomfortable, okay going through looking at kind of the underbelly of our shadow, the places where we feel like we lost, the places where we might have grief that we haven't fully processed. This is the time to process it, because this Lion's Gate has that purification quality to it as well, and can upgrade your system in terms of the getting out of like the intellectualizing things and just into the feeling and the forward movement. Okay, so we talked about surrender, and oh, so good to see you too. Thank you for being here. The forward movement. So we talked about surrender first and then divine action. Surrender of our ego, and the ego can go all the ways, right? Ego can be boisterous and thinking we're the best at something, but the ego can also be self-sabotage and we're not good enough at something. And don't look at me. It can be both. Look at me, give me validation. Don't look at me. I'm hiding. And so we want to get to that middle line, and the way we do that is surrender and divine action. So if you want to know more about that, join me Sunday for that Lion's Gate workshop. It's 8/8 at 8 p.m. I want to see you there. And we'll go in order. So we're doing individual charts, and we'll go in order of when people register. We'll go that way for going through individual charts. It's going to be super fun. I'm very excited. So I hope to see you there. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the North Node. The last thing I do want to talk about, do you guys, I'm like using this as a pointer. Venus in Virgo is opposing Neptune in Pisces, and Pallas Athena is right there with Neptune. So this really has to do with disillusionment and seeing beyond kind of the veil of relationships, work situations. Virgo has to do with service, how we're kind of showing ourselves and showing our work. And then Pisces has to do with really being delusional and being too dreamy sometimes at the shadow. At the lighter side, it is connection to the divine. So when we see an opposition like this, typically it's where we're being shown where we've been a little bit too dreamy, okay? And so this is an opportunity to, like a compass or like a map, to reroute, to shift directions. And it's a powerful time. So you really want to be hydrated, awake, alert, eating well, well rested at this time so that you can soak it up. Maybe being in nature, maybe being somewhere where you feel super connected, because this Lionsgate portal, again, happens once a year. It's at the height of this connection with the star Sirius, which is our star family and our connection to the galactic, where they endow us and gift us with this beautiful, deep in our DNA activation. And so I will be going over more of this in the workshop. If you want to join me, it's Sunday, 8/8 at 8 p.m. So links in my profile. I'm going to pull cards now. I'm going to pull one first for the full moon. And then if you want a card, type your first name in the chat. And I do need to wrap up soon, but I will get to as many as I can. So let's say I'll take 2 more. Okay, so first I'm going to pull for the new moon. This is the new moon card with the Lion's Gate, and it's for anyone and everyone watching this video. Okay. New moon, Lion's Gate. Ooh, possibilities. I like it. I'm gonna do one more. So infinite possibilities, right? When we learn to let go of the past, we learn to let go. And I think I just got this one for another reading. It's like this breakthrough time, and I really do feel like this is happening for so many of us, so many clients, so many friends. We're breaking through, and with that, it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. So if you want to work together, this is a great time to step into the work, and you can reach out to me to set up a call to see if we're a good fit together. I do 1 month and 3 month coaching options where we include astrology and deep intuitive healing alongside your own development of your gifts. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to pull you a card. Amanda, new moon. Ooh, integration. So this is a time for you to integrate. I know you have the fire. I know you have Aries, but I don't know if you have any Scorpio placements. It's kind of highlighting some integration around your Scorpio, wherever your Scorpio is in your chart. I don't know, take that or leave it, you know? Rachel, dear. Okay, Rachel, this is your new moon card. Ooh, harmony. Oh my goodness. I love the watery aspects of this. And it really signifies to me more of that Venus Neptune opposition. So maybe look at where that's happening in your chart if you know how to do that. I'm trying to think. I think you're a Libra rising, and so might be 11th house, might be 12th house. Look at it, check it out. I think it has some information for you. Kendra, Valerine, Okay. Only Pluto, but also my activation point of my yod. There you go, girl. Finally. Yes, Rachel. Yes. Well, you've put in the work, girl. So it's time, right? That's our reward. So, Kendra, the new moon, being in the moment, moment to moment. I'm going to pull one more for you because I will admit I was like, I got to get into like Kendra, new moon, Lionsgate, unity. So like really being in that connection place, tapping into your presence and your moment to moment, and knowing that also, since we are the world has your back. Your community has your back, all of that. It's really important for you to feel that at this time. Valorine, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Okay, cool. Hello, Louise. Hello, infinitely valuable. Okay, I am pulling a last card for Valorine at the new moon. Oh, I am also doing new moon readings. I think I'm only going to do a couple though because I'm doing this workshop. So if you would like to get a new moon reading with me, definitely reach out today. I'll post that. And also, if you want to bundle those two, I might do that. So if you're interested in the workshop Sunday and you also want a reading, let me know. Okay, I'm sorry, Mama's Red Web. I have to go. I have a client at 9 and I'm going to pull this for Valorine and then I'm going to wrap up. But go back, watch the video because I pulled the card for the collective and hopefully that will help you and be part of this. And if you want a new moon reading, reach out. They're $55 and they are very helpful. So it's like a full spread. Okay, Valorine, this is for you for the new moon. You are going to be experiencing harmony as well. How interesting, but then you're both here, so maybe that's part of it. Valorine, I'm curious about that harmony. I'm just gonna pull one more, because sometimes when I pull the same card, I'm like, okay. Ooh, rebirth, which look at the lion. So you're in it, and it seems like maybe you would benefit from coming to the workshop or getting a full tarot reading with me. So if you want that, reach out. I just want to say hello to people that if you're just joining, I'm going to post this on my timeline. I have to go. I love you all, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday for the workshop. Click the link in my profile if you want to join us, and it will include an element of your individual astrological birth chart, an activation which includes your crowning ceremony, which is super important at this time that you're in your crown energy, information about the Lion's Gate and the new moon, and so much more. So I hope to see you then. Reach out if you have questions about it. And I also am doing those new moon readings. So if you have any questions about any of this, reach out. And I'm so grateful that you are all here, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah.